Hello and welcome. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. It is Thursday. It is Jupiter Day and it is Thor's Day. So come on in. Selena Fox she just sent me, says, prepare for the Beltane festivities. Yes, the Beltane is coming up. Oh, years when we lived in Penticton, there used to be the May Day celebrations out in Naramata. Loved them. Used to take my kids out there all the time. In the Naramata is a very small community that is just outside of Penticton on the other side of Okanagan Lake. And we would go there and they'd have you could dress up your bicycle and everything else, and they even had the pole, and the kids would be dancing under the pole, and it was awesome. It was awesome. And on the other side of there we go. So welcome. Hello. I'm just getting everybody and getting onto Facebook. So my Facebook feed, StreamYard informed me this morning that they're having difficulties with people streaming on Facebook, I guess. So just in case, to let you know that it may get cut. And so I am on YouTube, so you can actually go to Mary June Tracy's YouTube page, subscribe, and like there. And so far, I'm there. They only took one video down from me because they said it was they fact checked it. These lovely fact checkers, that it was false information, and it was a false information from a doctor about getting something in you. So they took that video down. So, whatever. I think it's still up on YouTube. So, but I won't be able to post it back onto Facebook. So, that's crazy. So the energies today. So the energies, I'm going to say they're moderate to high. I still feel they're high. You might have had some really crazy dreams last night, maybe in Technicolor. I know I did. I had some crazy, weird dreams, just odd ones. And you may not have, because there's a lot of activity in the heavens. So you might have felt a little bit, maybe you're a little bit tired. I am. I'm tired, damn it. Damn it, I'm tired. Trying to go to bed early because I am up early, but just trying to get some rest here throughout my day. But I'm also wanting to change my schedule up in some way. I was thinking of during the summertime, and as June comes, I don't know how I'd do it because I still have to have some sort of a schedule. Wasn't able to really, yeah, Christine. I bet. It was it was nutty. The dreams and everything that I had last night. It was pretty intense. And then I woke up, and then I felt I had to change my pillows around because, anyways, I must have been sleeping really, really weird. That's all I got to say. I must have been sleeping really fucked up weird last night because my neck was all sore and up to my head. And so I had to change my pillows and everything around. But, this is, when I look into the heavens and I look to the energies that are coming around to us, there is this, part of us of really looking in. I mean, this is like going to be a busy day. I mean, we have the moon in Sagittarius, so we're going to be go, go, go. I posted on earlier on the week on my Instagram and on the Guru Mama page, people's for their sun, moon, and rising sign. I did post those up earlier on in the week. Love my hair today. Very, very crazy today. Anyways, but there could be some disputes, and I feel like disputes are coming up. There's some really more information, more things are coming to light, and that's, with Pluto going retrograde, I think more things are going to come up because he's digging up deeper into the earth. I've had a few of my clients message me, and then I seen some messages from other people that I know on and trust their information, telling me about their menstrual cycle, and that just being around somebody who got something that was into their arm, and their menstrual cycle was really fucked up, or they got really, really bad cramps, and a couple people have been bleeding, irregularly, that they've never had that before. So a lot of, these things aren't being brought out into the forefront. They're kind of, nobody ever wants to talk about a woman's period. They always want to hide us, or they want to send us away in some tent. There's always some kind of hidden element there. And I think that's part of the energies that are coming up. And with the asteroid that is at 29 degrees Leo, and at the very end of Leo, I mean, he's bringing into our collective consciousness an awareness of what we need to start paying attention to. And individually, collectively, I think there's a huge outcry and reach for that. And and with this energy coming forth, there is some, I think there is some good things that are coming through with all of this. This is a fabulous day to brainstorm, to just allow for you to just get shit out, and just allow yourself to dream and brainstorm, and get the information going for yourself, and allowing for you to reach further than what you've been reaching, and not let anything hold you back, because we are having an energy shift that's coming in, and with Mercury, and with Venus, and I think there's this part of us that, of the collective, an idea that's, especially with Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius is putting a thumb on things. Jupiter in Aquarius is just expanding things that people want to do, making billionaires trillionaires. And Saturn coming in is really putting a thumb on things, on restrictions with the collective, restrictions with what we are to do and not to do. And where does that get released? That gets released in Leo. And Leo comes through and saying, I want to be seen, I want to be heard, I want to keep my individualism, and I don't want to be forced into doing things I don't believe in. And that energy and especially since now the sun is going to be coming up to square Saturn, and Uranus will be squaring the sun coming up, we're going to be feeling this pressure of being the individual, being our individual selves. And just because somebody is recommending their ideology onto us, and their thoughts and their beliefs, doesn't mean we have to take it. We have to still go inside our own selves and go into our own beliefs, and allowing ourselves to stand within our divinity, and not allow for a force to come in to make us forced to do things. The intensity that, as we are going towards the summer, this spring and into the summer, is that we're going to find that a fight of my life is my own, and fight for our truth. And now I've been explaining this about truth. Truth is like, we know our truth. Truth sometimes cannot be explained. Sometimes we just know, and it's our truth. Things that are recommended, or things that people say are fact, can change. I can recommend something to you today, and my recommendation might change the next day because I've received new information, or I've been enlightened on something in a different way. Same with facts. Facts can change. I mean, if you, um, somebody was talking about, and I think it was the Leo King, he was saying that about the Time magazines. I don't know if it was Paley Report. I think it was Paley Report. Anyways, the Time magazine, the front covers of Time magazine over the decades of how we were supposed to all die of AIDS, and then we were supposed to all die of this, and that we were all going to be taking over from this and that. But we have survived. We have overcome. We have forged ahead. And this is where we are again, we are forging ahead. There are many of us wanting to stand up for our own uniqueness. And even though there's, others are saying, well, you got to do what is right for the collective. Yet, just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean it's right. Sound like your mother? Just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean it's right. Sometimes you have to stand away from that crowd and allow for your light to shine, because otherwise, if you're in the crowd, you can't stand in your uniqueness and allow things to shine. When you're allowing your own beauty to come forth and be your uniqueness, yourself, that illuminating light, then you are allowing others to be that illuminating light, And that's the thing, is that we want to come in and where I feel like there's a lot of escaping and rebellion that's going to be coming in. Small communities are going to be starting to show up a lot more, especially over this near the end of this year and going into 2022. And this is looking into, our tapping into our own genius. This is our inventory. This is North Node Gemini, questioning, what is this all about? It is that Mercury energy that comes in and bringing in that duality of stepping out of the box and raising ourselves to a higher place. That's where this is coming in. And with Mercury heading into his own sign, Gemini, and he'll retrograde there, that is really getting us to dig deeper into our own sovereignty, our own, questioning, looking at deeper of what it is that is true for our own selves, and not giving away our humanity and not giving us, I'm going to say humanity, not giving away our humanity, because, when something is synthetic, false, coming into our body, something that is not there, that is not a natural part, causes, where does it go? Right? I mean, we discovering even with processed foods are not good. Our bodies cannot handle all the processed food. It's not a natural thing for our bodies to break down. And so we are now putting something else that is processed into our body, that the heavens are saying, why? Because you are wanting to not shine within your uniqueness. You're afraid of missing out. You're afraid of not aligning with that truth of who you are. And with this Uranus, it brings in a lot of flip-flopping, people flip-flopping from this one to that one. And, from liberal to conservative to red to green or whatever. It's like, it's this freedom of allowing ourselves to express ourselves. And with Saturn, again, in Aquarius, it is this thumb holding us down. And Uranus in Taurus, it's step out or step out, step out or step up. It's your own truth clashing with that of others, and bringing in the mystics, bringing in the energy of the mystics. The mystics said and told, like, John the Cross. I mean, he's saying things and people are like, oh, you're really screwed. But that mysticism, of saying that, God is universal and he has no religion. When these mystics were coming and telling us this, many times we didn't want to hear that. Of course, God has to have a religion. He's got to have my religion. But coming in with the truth is that he has no religion. He doesn't belong to you, me, or anyone. He is omnipresent. He is evasive. He is everywhere, yet nowhere. And this is where we are coming forth, and that we have to realize that our thoughts are our prayers, and that every thought is a prayer, and that we are in this age, and we're coming through this age that thoughts activate. They are an agent of creation. So the law of co-creation is there. It is a truth. And bringing in that truth and allowing for that truth to come forth. And there is creative tension with the squares that are coming in. There's creative tension on wanting, we're being forced into this new creative way, and especially with Saturn and Uranus. And Uranus, as Saturn is going to be going retrograde, Uranus is still going forward. So Uranus will be squaring Saturn in around June. We're feeling that tension, that force. And that force is getting us to initiate a change, need to go in, need to separate, need to not align with the whole collective. And this is when you are not going with the collective. How I know they're just showing me trains coming in, and it's really, it's very upsetting. These trains coming in and just separating us from those who are not a part of the recommendation, and not going with the recommendation. And this is coming into a split within families, within businesses, on how they will or will not be a part of. But there is such that fear base of giving away your humanity and not give us, because there's not all the information. Nobody knows what, and this is what, when Uranus is coming in, is like basically saying, nobody knows this, man. Why are you doing what you're doing? This is a recommendation. But it's that fear of missing out. So of course Saturn's putting that pressure on the collective, on the community, of saying, but this is how you need to conform. And Uranus is coming in and saying, well, why do we want to conform to that? Where give me the, and then the North Node Gemini, and we need to find out more information. This does not all make sense. But Mars is in Cancer, and it says, but I just want to feel good. I just want to be safe at home. I don't want to be able to fight with anybody. So we're going through all of these emotions right now, right? All of these emotions. And it's in these emotions that we have to come into our energy of dream, of allowing ourselves to just, do brainstormings, right? I've never been really good at conforming. No, Lexi, you are not a conformist. But, you got to think of that of a Gemini. They're not the conformists. They're going to question, why are you doing that? Why do you keep telling me the same thing over and over? I've already done that. Why am I doing that again? Didn't you get what I told you? And this lovely moon in Sagittarius really wants us to, let's explore, because they are the explorers. So think of Dora the Explorer coming out. So Dora the Explorer is coming out. She wants to explore. She wants to get curious. She wants to find out things, right? And this is where we can step into allowing ourselves to explore. And this is where it's, when this energy, especially when it's this intensity that's coming forth, where there is a backlash that definitely is coming in. There is so much heat that's being formed that there's going to be, when you open that door, and when you're hearing, especially when people are starting to fuck with women's bodies, and that's the thing, is like when you're putting something in your body that is different, that doesn't belong, your body is going to react to it. Or this energy that's coming in that wants to take away that divinity within you. And that's that asteroid that starts with, Lucifer asteroid at 29 degrees Leo, wants to take away your sunshine, wants to take away your uniqueness, your individuality, and bring in something that is not you, that is foreign. I mean, if you're getting a organ transplant, it has to be a match. If it isn't a match, I can't just take an organ transplant from anybody and put it in my body. There has to be a match, otherwise my body rejects it. So there this energy that is putting in, that is a recommendation, and trying to make you conform, and Uranus is saying, what the fuck are you doing? Start thinking, start exploring, start looking. I'm going to start shaking things up. And the intense, it's getting tighter, baby. It's getting tighter. You got to remember, the last time Uranus was here was when Hitler was in power. And what he was doing to his people, to get them to conform and concede to his recommendations, because they were facts. But were they facts? Facts change. Recommendations change. Truth doesn't change. And this sensor that is coming in within us, the synthetic sensor, is a messenger, that is a messenger to our brain and to our lungs and to our organs. And this messenger, funny, the North Node and Gemini going into Mercury, going into Gemini, messenger, because Mercury is the messenger wanting to bring the message to you of what is happening. But are you listening? I felt so sorry, because for some of my clients who are saying, well, it's kind of late, I've already taken the first one, and they're young. They're young. Some of them haven't even had children yet. And it scares me. It scares me. Or the ones who've been exposed to those who've had this thing, and their periods are all wonky. Wow. I think astrology should be taught in the schools for people to have a better understanding. But then knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. As above, so below. Astrology is not religion. Astrology can be a science. Astrology can be a form of divination. Astrology is one that says you don't fuck with Mother Nature. You don't try and make it's not like to predict, oh, this is what I'm going to do. It is one that says, hey, here's the energy. How is that energy feeling for you? How are you aligning with the cosmos at this time, with your own individuality? And that's where this comes forth. Where are you in all of this? Where are you feeling the energies? And are you being truthful to yourself with this? Or are you feeling pressured and overwhelmed with it all? I just ordered a book because it was recommended to me. I'm really bad when people recommend books, but it was a book it was a book written in 1564 by John Dees. And so on what was happening in 1564, very similar to what was happening now, and people going along with the collective and not their own individuality. So and I'm looking at, to me that's a book reading The Secret is like, that's just, I don't know. So the books about The Secret, the books on The Secret are just, to me, too fluffy, there's something I don't know, there's something I don't align with that. The understanding of The Secret and yes, aligning and making good things happen for yourself, but to me there's just so much more than just those fluffy books. And to me, The Secret is a fluffy book. I mean, if you read it, I mean, definitely read it, but I just find it fluffy. Even when I first read it and someone gave it to me, I know there's other books that have come out since the first one. They I mean, and some of the interviews that they had, not everything everybody wanted to say with in the interview they were able to say. Like even with Abraham Hicks, they weren't able to say all what they wanted to add into the about it and how it works to come into that vortex, coming into that energy and trusting self. And that's the thing. And this is where the astrology, this is why I love astrology, because everybody has their own unique chart. So you have your uniqueness, how that chart aligns with the heavens at this time, and how this is reacting to you. So when we're having a sun square Saturn, that's intense. I know, because I live with it every day. It's in my chart, because it's getting you to look at, and my Saturn is in Aquarius. So Aquarius at times wants you to conform, be a part of the collective, look at where the collective is. Are you being the good girl and good boy? And here it is. And it's also saying, yeah, well, but I also want to be more expansive. Hence, with my sun in Scorpio is saying, no, I don't always want to conform with what you say. I don't, yeah, you might be the Aquarius, the one, the knowledgeable one, the genius one, but you don't always know everything, because you're just going sometimes by facts, not by truth. And here we are. We are having to go within our own selves to our own truth. Right? Our own truth. Where we know, and this truth isn't to be a dickhead or an asshole or to really try and fuck somebody out. This truth is coming into this divinity, into this light of saying, whoa, this is, I really want to keep myself and rethink this, because I want to come into my soul in our health to our soul. How do you create a healthy soul in this lifetime? How are you aligning your health? Because health is a really big one that's coming in over the next part of the year. What are you doing? And the health matters are going to be huge. And I've been seeing it when I do readings. When I'm looking at a lot of people's charts, I'm just like, holy shit, health matters are going to be a big one for you guys. Because it's coming through. Whether that is through the Two of Cups, which has a lot to do with health, or I'm looking at your sixth house and what's squaring in your sixth house, or where your sixth house is being hit by things. and energies saying, okay, you got to start being aware of how you're taking care of your health, because then I can go into your 8th and 10th house, which is coming into your soul's alignment, and then your nodes. What is your, are you going into where you need to start dealing with, or are you retreating to the past? And South Node is in Sagittarius. Moon's there. Moon wants us to expand and create. South Node says, yeah, but you know what? Things aren't so as bad as what you think, right? Right? It's okay. It's all good. Here, have this crumb. Have this little bit. Here, I'm just going to tantalize and give you just a little bit of something, just to make you, just to appease you so that you're being good. Pat, pat, pat. Do you like the crumb? Or do you want the whole bread? And you want to create that bread. You want to create and you want to say, but I want to know how to make the bread. I want to know how to create this, because that's my essence. I want to understand this more. I want to understand more than what the fucking secret said. I want to go into this more. So what did John the Cross say? What did the ancients say before us? Because there's evidence there that is saying, listen to what has happened before, come into your truth, come into your soul self, and start feeding your soul. And that's where the energies are coming through. So, my loves, doing all of this and I'm heating up like, wah! Crazy Mary. I have a class this Sunday, the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. If you're interested in it, it's $33. Starting in, I think, the second week in May, I'm going to start bringing out more. I'm going to bring out a weekly class on, which will be $25 if you're interested, that we're going to go through each of the planets and what the planets are. I haven't figured out the day yet. I'm still working on the info. So we're going to be doing things like that, so that just to give you the more information you have to understand not only the planets, but understanding how those planets relate to you and relate to you in your chart. And having and creating a personal relationship, just like the relationship that you create with Gaia. There's a relationship that you create with the moon. There's a relationship that you create with the sun, with Mercury, with Jupiter, with Venus, with Mars, with Uranus, and Pluto and Neptune. So there's relationships that we create with each of these in order for us to understand not only ourselves, but understand how are they vibrating in the earth. Oh, let me take a look. And you start seeing the reflections on, oh, okay, I get it. Like, when I say to people, Mercury's going retrograde, most of you guys like, oh shit, yeah, I know what that means. Because you felt that vibration. So that's what I want to bring in, so that you also feel the vibration of, oh, Saturn's going retrograde. What does that mean to me? And how does that look? So bringing that vibration forth to you. Oh, look at this. Yes, the dog came and said hello. So if you are interested, get a hold of me. Lexi, I don't know if you are interested. I think you said, but I'll put your name down. And it is this Sunday from 1 to 4. So anybody else who is interested, please get a hold of me. It's $33. If you have to wait to your next payday or something and you're like, well, I don't have the $33 now, but I really want to take the course, get a hold of me, because I'm not going to say no to you. I'm not that way. That's not how I teach. So anybody who knows how I teach, I'm not going to do that. I will understand totally and say, okay, well, when you're able to, you pay me the $33. So my thing is, I want to educate. I want you to learn. I want you to expand. That's my goal. So my loves, I want you all to have a fabulous day. Stand in your power. Stand in your truth. Do some brainstorming. Get out there. Get the pens out. Get the pencils out. Get the paints out. And the sky. Go beyond the sky. Go into the Milky Way and into the cosmos and start to brainstorm. Sending you out so much love on this Thursday. It is Thor Day, Jupiter Day, the day of expansion. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you, and all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.